Welcome back to pumpandumps.com here on YouTube. I'm your host, Lassal Inungu. And folks, let's go ahead and address, the comments that were left for me in my most recent video about HUMBL, the OTC stock trading at just under $6 a share, that a lot of people have a lot of expectations to run the table here over the next several days and weeks ahead as it hopes to release an app. It hopes to hopefully uplist to the NASDAQ. We'll see if all of that happens. But again, my judgment remains the same. I believe that this is nothing more than a pump and dump. And this is why I selected this as our first pump and dump here on the Pump and Dumps newsletter. So with that being said, let's go ahead and address some of the comments that were left on my most recent video. All right, so let's go ahead now and refresh so we're getting the most recent comments on the video. All right, Matt T, unimpressive video. Okay, but you watched it. Can't take anything you say seriously now that you called HUMBL bumbled. Here's the thing. A lot of people were really stuck on that fact for whatever reason. And I know it's because they really don't want to address the concerns that I brought up in the video. Is the company using a white label product? Why are so many employees working for stock? Why are so many employees not full time? What have they been promised? At how much? And at what price? How many customers does the company actually have? You mentioned that you're in 180 countries. How many countries do you have at least 1,000 active customers who have at least 10 transactions? All right. PayPal considers an individual who has at least 10 transactions a customer. How many customers, based on what PayPal uses, do you have, HUMBL? Because you're attempting to do a similar thing that PayPal does, a similar thing that Cash App does. I believe you're trying to be as large, or if not larger than them, right? Those are your expectations. So how many customers do you have? Because as of right now, you've got a $6.5 billion valuation. And in my opinion, you're not worth even $10 million on paper. Bro, you should probably remake the video or edit it or something to get your shit straight at least. Come on, I need solid facts. Well, what did I say that's not a fact? George Sharp is involved in the company. George Sharp has a disastrous history on Twitter. Again, you can just look up his name and see the mountain of evidence of dissatisfied investors in previous stocks that he was involved in. He's literally got a campaign where individuals are trying to get him removed from having to do anything involved with HUMBL. So what did I say that's not true? What did I say that's not true? You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. It'd be interesting to see how badly you steered your subscribers in the wrong direction. I've actually made my subscribers quite a lot of money. Go and see my call on BT. Go see my most recent SPY call where I mentioned people to sell the SPY. I believe that was February 3rd. I was a little early, but we ended up getting below my call. I ended up making quite a bit of money there. I called the short on PTOTF. I called the short on Yeko a couple years ago. I called a buy on APPS when that was at 99 cents. Go look at what APPS is doing now. We made a lot of money on this channel, and it's unfortunate that many of you guys are hearing about me for the first time. Wow, GRDO reverse split 1 for 8 per management was getting rid of the bloat. Some reason given at HUMBL T. Also, GRD was going to a name change for Lee just after the split. Yeah, GRDO was a stock that Mr. Sharp was involved in. Again, this guy just has a history of just a lot of slime ball shit, in my opinion. Go look it up. Fallon Williams, you say for entertainment purposes only. How about for wasting your time? Again, this is another person. It's got a picture of a black woman, more than likely a white man behind this account. People who are just overly invested in seeing HUMBL run the tables over the next couple of days and weeks, because again, they don't really have a lot of time to play this pump up. Again, I'm someone who used to pump stocks. I owned a website called freestockpicks.org where companies would hire me to promote small cap stocks. And folks, I understand how this goes. This has a lifespan of a couple months. They'll tell you it'll last a couple years, but it's all to get a stock at a certain price as fast as possible. And it's not going to happen. And it is what it is. But I know I'm on the right side of history when I talk about, pumpandumps.com and where I'm going to be taking this. Shout out to Andrew Left. He's a hero of mine, and I would really love to be in the same position he's in as a short seller. There are 614 billionaires in America. Only 7 of them are black. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Cool Millie Millie. He's someone who's watched my channel for a long time. Well, we know why there are only 7 black billionaires in America. I mean, you can go back and study Tulsa and Black Wall Street and all those. Many of those individuals who were involved and killed in that riot would have been billionaires if government was government for the people and by the people. Sure, great video. One step further, it appears Sharp turned GRDO into Fordley, which he owns now. Okay. Solomon Williams, from one brother to another, please delete this video. It's embarrassing and totally discredits you. It's really bad, man. There are a ton of things I can mention, but it's really too much. Well, I feel sorry for you, brother, because if you was really about the brotherly love that you're mentioning, then you would let me have my at bat. Whether I was wrong or right, you would understand that there's growth taking place in being able to see what's right and what's wrong. So, the fact that you would want me to delete it and not even show my flaws, it shows a lot about you, right? It shows a lot about you. So stop being afraid, brother. I mean, stop being afraid of these folks. These folks are not going to do nothing to you, okay? They're not going to reach into your computer and touch you. They're not even going to touch you in person for the most part. So, stop being afraid, brother. I couldn't watch the entire video. You are clearly about to lose a lot of money shorting this beast. I do not wish you any luck. Oh, I understand you don't wish me any luck because, again, you're overly invested in hoping that this pump and dump does well, right? You've got money involved. You're hoping that it just continues to go up and up and up. And I believe it won't keep going up and up and up. I believe that there's a limit that it will go up to and eventually fall. And I think that limit is coming sooner rather than later. And again, folks, as we go through these comments, understand that each comment is not an individual person. I can tell you right now that many of these are actually individuals who own 3 or 4 or 5 accounts here on YouTube, and they're just kind of coming back to leave comments, right? Because again, this is how you run a pump and dump. You've got to control the narrative. And I believe there are only 2 short bias videos on HUMBL right now on the entire YouTube. And the way YouTube works, it actually promotes the videos that are negative because for all intents and purposes, humans are attracted to negativity, all right? Sensationalized negativity. And short bias videos tend to be sensationalized and they're negativity. So, that's why I'm getting a lot of traction on this video, and that's why a lot of people are triggered by it. Sanjal Patel, they are already said they'll present audited financials in Q2. Well, looking forward to seeing them. The fact that you don't know George Sharp's relationship shows that your DD is straight trash. Well, I didn't know. I couldn't find the information. And hey, look, if you got a source, give it here. I did end up finding out he's got a ton of options in the, not options per se that, the way you know them as, but the ability to transfer, paper into a lot of shares and dilute a lot of shareholders is really unfortunate. This guy has a trail of, disaster behind his name. And the fact that you got some people like Mr. Patel here in his little $79 suit, actually sticking up for him is a disgrace. George Sharp is someone who's living off a small project that he did with OTC Markets 4 or 5 years ago. He hasn't done anything with them since, and yet he's given the super aura credibility because of a small project he did in capacity with OTC Markets. Hopefully people will believe your video so I can buy more on the cheap. Your garbage is DD made me so much more bullish. All right, well, good luck to you, sir. Good luck to you. Wow, buddy, terrible analysis. You are clearly not a financial advisor. I said in my video, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do not manage anyone's money. Well, I can't manage money if I'm not a financial advisor, sir. Again, a lot of deflection, right? A lot of deflection. 2 thumbs down. I hope you hit the button 2 thumbs down twice. Is this clear definition of epic fail? No, this is actually an epic success. You don't know how YouTube works. So you think that, all of the thumbs down is a bad thing. Understand this, the more it's been thumbed down, the more views it's gotten. You don't understand how YouTube works. If you thumb it up, it's actually bad. You'll need the view count. You mad, bro? You shorted the stock. I'm not short the stock yet. I believe the best opportune time to short the stock will be above the all-time high, which is, I want to say 780, 790 or so. So preferably be above $8 a share or below $5 a share. That would be the best place to short the stock. Damn, the HMBL family is too strong, bro. No, it's not too strong. Again, these are individuals who are invested in the stock doing well. They need the pump and dump to do well. They need to control the narrative. So you have someone who speaks well like myself, someone who they know can put out a lot of content very quickly, and they are trying to intimidate me with these comments, and they're not going to do it. And for those individuals who were in on PTOTF, they should let the people of HUMBL know who I am, because it's just going to get worse as I continue to make videos day in and day out about this stock. Every point you make are assumptions with no proof. And then one of your main points is that they have a valuation higher than PayPal. I was wrong on that, and I addressed the fact that I was wrong on that on my Twitter account. So yeah, I got my math horribly wrong on PayPal. So it is what it is. I'm human. It was wrong. PayPal is a lot larger than HUMBL, but HUMBL, if I'm correct, is now about 1% to 2%, if you round it up, the size of PayPal, and that's ridiculous too. I mean, that's ridiculous too. Again, this is a stock that's trading at a valuation of $6.5 billion. This is a company that's bigger than what's around that same price right now. Harley Davidson, it should be around there. Now that I think about it, Harley Davidson is a company that we're looking to short here at pumpanddumps.com. And when you're thinking about Harley Davidson and its incredible history and aura that it has in this country, HUMBL couldn't hold its draws if it was a human being. You know what I'm saying? So again, different businesses, but still, a lot of hype and then the real deal, and a lot of hype, and the hype is what's got HUMBL trading where it is, and it's not going to last. This clown thinks it's Bumble. Again, deflection comment. What is Bumble? Deflection comment. Horrible video, deflection comment. Again, anybody who comments not addressing what was made in the video, what was said in the video, is simply deflecting. Either address the questions that I brought up, or, just don't say anything. How can you do an analysis and be off 200 billion? It's called being human. I was off. Please respond to the abuse, absolute ridiculous market cap. Again, deflection, deflection, deflection. Is it white label or not? Is the software white label or not? How many people are working for free? At what price were they given shares? Address that. Stop deflecting. Dude, this is garbage analysis. Name one company that is trying to do what HUMBL is doing. Dude, PayPal is doing that. Crypto.com has been doing that. Binance is doing that. There's so many companies doing what HUMBL does. Again, HUMBL is running a white label app. This is a white label app, bro. This is not proprietary software. Nobody wants to address that part because they know I'm right on that. That's why you don't see any, any real, God, the word for it escapes my mind, but this is not proprietary software here. Okay, because if it was, you'd see VCs all around this company. This company wouldn't be reversing into a shitty OTC stock. Reverse merging into a shitty OTC stock. It'd be, going into a SPAC or already trading, making, not already trading, but already live making billions of dollars. Understand, again, let's keep it moving. I have a feeling this fellow should do these videos during normal people's hours. I feel badly for him making so many mistakes and really false claims. He says HUMBL and PayPal are on the same valuation. Again, deflecting. I see you have a video in here on how to make $25K a month on penny stocks. Yeah, because I used to promote penny stocks. I used to have a website called freestockpicks.org. And again, many of these people weren't following me at that time. But again, when you're promoting penny stocks, everybody loves you. Everybody wants the next pick. But when you're on this side of the trade, this is what I expected. This is exactly what I expected. And after talking with Mr. Left over at Citron Research, he told me, hey, expect this, buddy, because they're coming. They're going to come after you. They're going to come and disrespect you. They're going to call you out your name, call you all kind of horrible words. But you're going to make a whole lot of money if you stick with what you're doing. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And if I can have half the success he has, I know I'm going to do very well for myself. You would have been crushed to this point going against this stock, but you have a right to your thoughts on this one. Sharp's company, FORW, has warrants. With TSNP, do more research. I did find out about the warrants later in the day. Entertainment purposes only. Get lost, negative dope. Okay. 2 comments here. Only the ignorant will miss out on history. Well, I'm going to be making history, shorting this to 0. I can't wait. This has to be the dumbest analysis I've ever seen on HUMBL. Literally, almost every single one of your points is invalid. Well, prove it. Prove it. What's his name? Kobe Care. Prove it. Prove it. It's not a white label. Prove that they actually have customers in all 180 countries. Prove it that individuals are not working for free. Prove it. This YouTuber is a turkey. He wants your shares. Someone shorted TSNPD. No, not yet. Okay, you didn't do your DD then. Okay. How you have 38K subs? Because I put out fucking awesome content that you are watching right now. I see you had a video 7 years ago on how to play penny stocks. Yes, because I wanted to be a promoter, and I made really good money being a promoter. I keep coming back to this video to see the comments because they are pure gold. This dude doesn't realize the power of retail investors these days. Sir, I've noticed the power of retail investors for years. I understand the power of gathering a couple people who have a couple $100,000 together and running a penny stock higher. That's something people have been doing for years. They're doing that since, the 1940s. All right, so this is not something new. What's going on in GME and, with Wall Street bets, that's not something new to the OTC market world. That's something that's been going on for years. We've been doing that for years in Investors Hub and many of these other forums. So, miss me with that, because that's just not true. I know exactly what's been going on with retail. I just understand that retail has a very short memory, and eventually they're on to the next thing, because many of you are degenerate gamblers. And what's going to take place is that, you're going to reach some highs. Eventually somebody's going to get bored and sell, and it's going to be a big whale who's going to sell, leaving everybody with nothing. And slowly the stock will just start to sell off and sell off and sell off. That's exactly what happens to all of them. Oh, I see that you have 208 thumbs down and 19 thumbs up. It doesn't matter. Any interaction with my video, YouTube will promote the video. Any interaction. You click on it, you like it, you thumbs up, you thumbs down. Any one where it's overly to the side or down, it's going to, promote the video. My question is, did you miss the boat? Where were you when the SEC approved them? Where were you when they did the reverse split? I think you need to do more research. There's no research that else needs to be made. How can you do more research when there are no financials? There are no financials. How can I do more research? How can you justify a valuation of $6.5 billion and you got no financials? Corey Slockbower, I agree with you that there are still a lot that needs to be revealed, especially the financials and app release. Thank you, Corey. However, the hype on the company is definitely forward looking, as is the case for most growth stocks or early stage ventures. If HUMBL can execute on their business plan, I could see this being a pretty big success. Well, that's the thing. I don't believe that they're going to be able to execute because, one, I believe they're spread too thin, and two, there's this idea that a lot of people who are long HUMBL believe is that there is no other competition in many of these other countries. There are already versions of HUMBL, running and making customers and are, have a more, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of nationalist spunk to them, right? I'm going to go with the one that's for my people, that's, created by one of, my people. So, you can look at what's going on in China, look at what's going on in Nigeria, where cryptocurrencies are just out of this world right now. Look at what's going on in South America. I mean, it's no competition. HUMBL has a long way to go. A lot of people just don't, they don't travel, so they don't understand what's really going on in some of these other countries. They think everybody is just kind of waiting for U.S. technology to show up on their shores and introduce them to these things, when you have very smart, intelligent individuals in those countries who are already producing these technologies, producing and creating these companies that are leading the way in the very same fields that HUMBL wants to go into. What do you do this video? What do you do this video at 4 a.m? You really don't know who George Sharp is. Well, I learned a lot about him, and what I've learned so far isn't good. I spent thousands of dollars learning how to trade stocks. You enjoy the squeeze. I'm not being squeezed. I don't know why everybody thinks I'm in the stock and I'm not. This guy can't even speak. He's chasing his own tail, okay? But you understood what I said, though, enough for you to say that. So I don't understand that. Just look at the thumbs down and the comments compared to the likes. Ratioed hard ASF. Boomer ass opinion. Dude, it doesn't matter. Again, if you don't know how YouTube works, it doesn't matter. The fact that you're thumbing it down is helping the stock. It's helping the video, rather. Description says I've spent so much time learning how to trade. This means you suck at it, bro. You should be earning money when you trade. I definitely suggest you close you short position and look closely at the tech company. It's already delivering in 160 countries. Prove it. See, a lot of you guys have a lot of things to say, but prove it. Prove it. Cannon hands, bro. I can clearly see you got your subs. Clickbait and gimmicky. Controversy seeking material. Controversy sells, right? You told on yourself, bro. I'm not saying the stock will go straight down, although that's what I would like to see. What persons that's giving a completely unbiased opinion and one that's free of ulterior motive and would even hope a stock plummets? That's the epitome of bias. Well, everybody's biased. You're biased that the stock is going to continue to go up. I mean, again, we don't really have good school systems in America because people don't understand. They're making arguments against themselves. I'm going to start following this guy so I can do exact opposite of what he says to do. Good luck with that, because I've made traders a lot of money. Here for the comments. Hilarious. Yeah, they really are fun. They really are funny. I do agree with that. And you make yourself look bad when you bash a person's character. Sir, Mr. Sharp doesn't have a character. I mean, look what he's done to people in the past. This man does not have any character. Give me a break. It's not Bumble, dude. It's HUMBL. Okay, well, I already addressed that. Dislike and exit. You're tripping. You got caught short. No, I'm not short at all. Clearly, everyone can see your agenda. Yeah, I hope you can see my agenda, and I hope you subscribe to my newsletter, pumpandumps.com, coming soon. And folks, what we're going to do is we're going to expose this company and many other OTC companies like it. Again, there have been so many individuals who've gotten their start shorting OTC stocks and made a lot of money doing it. I have no doubt in my mind that I could see myself making over $500,000 a year or more shorting OTC stocks regularly. So I'm really looking forward to what happens here with this, what happens with other tickers that I'm writing about right now that have little or no revenue, little or no real business operations, that are trading for insane valuations right now. I'm a little confused about the market cap post reverse split. Well, no, look, again, I misspoke on the market cap. You're okay, not that bright, are you? Okay, but look at the way you write. You lose absolutely all credibility when you conduct DD from a biased position. What are you talking about, sir? Analyst. You have sector specific analysts or stock specific analysts who are insanely biased, in regards to particular stocks. So to say that it's not true. It's just not true. Has this joker fessed up to the fact that he is misleading people? He keeps rambling and exceeding about PayPal's valuation. Sir, the stock, HUMBL, is 2% of PayPal's valuation and yet has no customers. Address that. I cannot sold this stock. Okay, whatever. Sounds like he's a short seller. I am a short seller, no doubt about that, on this particular stock, but I am not currently short as of right now. HUMBL sitting at less than $6 billion. That's correct. I'm hoping you're getting paid well for making this video. I'm not getting paid anything at all. Watch some alpha stock videos, get some knowledge, whoever the hell that is. How much PayPal or Square pay you to make this video? Hilarious. I dislike the video because you failed to provide correct info and do your homework, not because of your septic valuations. All failed to look at Block 30 lab history. Block 30 is not going to be even available in the United States. You guys are allowing this company to run on activity that won't even take place in the United States. Nobody's running Block 30 here at all. Any kind, so I don't understand where you're trying to I mean, what's the point? K Graves, lazy info. You lost me at George Sharp. Well, he's a slime ball in my opinion. You can't scare us with this kind of BS. Go and try to scare some nuns. Hi, Sal. Okay, this is another video. Haha, dude, check all these comments. You're getting hammered. You earned it. No, I'm not getting hammered. I'm getting attention. See, again, you don't understand how YouTube works. You don't understand how social media works. Because you don't make videos, you think somebody's getting hammered. You don't understand I'm getting attention. I've gained over 250 new subscribers from this video alone. 250 people or individual accounts that didn't know who the hell I was before this video. Pity guy, too late to get in. I'm not making YouTube videos. I'm new to investing, but I already did enough research to know this video is way off. All right, then wait, make a video and compete against me, bro. But say what you want to say. I made a video yesterday. I'm making a video today. I'll make a video tomorrow. I'll make a video next day after that. I'm going to stay on this stock's ass, bro. I'm not getting off HUMBL. I'm not getting off HUMBL. What's great about OTC markets is that you don't have to follow a stock for a very long time because they're not going to last a long time. So we'll talk about some other stocks in the meantime here and there, but I'm not getting off HUMBL. It's not a week that's going to go by that I'm not going to talk about HUMBL. Desperation at its finest. I think in order to make a short video, you need to do more analysis on the company. If you had spent more time, do a good DD, you will realize most people are investing because of the utility patent on their block and Web3 technology. Again, that cannot be implemented in the United States of America. Okay? Get that through your goddamn skull. Security pulled in 30 million in 2019. Well, that's just not true. Again, they haven't provided any financials to back that up, so we don't know. I've heard somebody say they made 20 million, they have 30 million, they made 60 million. People are just throwing out numbers right out of their ass. This video is the reason why people should do their on research. This guy is completely ignorant of what HUMBL is. HUMBL is a white label app. You know, you can go and get them literally. Go to Google, search white label payment processor. There are banks that give them to you. There are other websites that give them to you. You know, $2.99 a month, you can make it happen. I'm going on HUMBL website. You can see George Sharp involvement. How do you do not do a video with not okay, whatever. I do not wish any short to lose. Okay. I bought it before the reverse split. $7, $7,700 started. Price is now almost double that. Yeah, I still trust the company HUMBL. All right. Too lazy to get your recording right. Lazy DD analysis. Lazy production. Wax all. Look, I'm still figuring out. I'm not a somebody who's going to go and edit this and edit that. I need to get better with that. You know, this is a one-man operation here, which eventually will be more than 100 once we get pump and dumps growing. But look, I'm on the right side of history here. I got a great name. I got a great cause. And I know I'm on the right side of this argument. And I'm going to be proven right in time, because I believe the train has left the station in regards to, real competition in this field. If you don't have enough money, you're getting left behind. And HUMBL doesn't have enough money to really compete at this level. And I think they're just going to end up being a small woulda, coulda, shoulda type of company that will eventually end up trading this time next year at pennies on the dollar. Bold video for doing no fucking research. You're admitting you're stuck in a short position, so you spread fake info? There's nothing fake here at all, sir. Answer the question. Is it white label or not? All right, so it looks like at this point they're all saying the same kind of thing. But folks, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you got some answers to your questions. Shout out to everybody who's watching me for the first time. Click like and subscribe if you enjoy what's going on here, or you're entertained by it and you find some value in it. Until next time, folks, tomorrow is another trading day. Let's see how HUMBL does. Trade well.